Hi, I'm Bianca Solorzano, and welcome to Eye to Eye. Katie is on assignment. John McCain and Barack Obama's websites are getting more and more attention as this campaign heats up. But how important is a site when it comes to choosing a president? Daniel Sieberg asked web design expert Doug Jaeger to weigh in on each candidate's political domain.
When you look at these two sites, which one strikes you as more effective?
Okay. I think Obama's website is more effective.
Why is that?
I think that it's easier to make decisions on this website, and it's easier for me to get the things that I'm asking for. If I want information on an issue, I can find it. If I am part of a certain group that is being treated in an unbiased way, I can see how he's going to act. If I'm in a local area and I want to see what's happening, I can see that. I can get what I want very quickly and effectively without feeling lost. The website feels like a product, and the product is get me elected and show how I'm going to do this job. When I go to McCain's website, I feel more like I'm trying to be convinced of something, and that my friends are more important to tell about this than I am. And that's really, really challenging, because I've tried to find content on this website about what's going to happen and what's going to be done, and it's really difficult to find. Also, I'm hearing a lot about the other candidate on this website, which I don't really care about if you're the candidate I'm going to elect. And that's what's really challenging. This website is a place where the user should be able to find information about how this candidate is going to do things. And I feel like there's a lot of distractions here.
Can you compare each of them to a brand name of some kind?
Sure. When I look at Obama's website, I think of a brand like Apple or Nike. His logo has been very much talked about as the Nike of politics. So that's very easy. On the McCain side, I would compare him almost to a bank or maybe a credit card company. I think of brands like Capital One. He's using lots of promotional marketing. He's using lots of viral marketing techniques, and he's grabbing out to people with very little attention to detail. Since the advent of YouTube, video online has become really, really popular. Both candidates have their own YouTube channels, but they also have video content on their own websites. So here we have Barack TV, which I think is a great brand name. It's fun. It puts his first name in there. He has a very simple interface, very, very clear what's going on, and he primarily has footage of his campaign, speeches, etc., really easy user interface. When I go over to the McCain page, McCain has a wide variety of content. He calls it multimedia, which is kind of a dated term. Multimedia was what we were calling it in the 90s. Really, it's TV or it's video. These are two very, very different pages. This is very clunky from a design perspective. This is very clean, easy, approachable. One of the main things that people come to a candidate's website for is to discover the issues that this candidate is trying to solve. So here I've taken the issues nav bars from both candidates and separated them from the website so we could examine them in greater detail. When we design websites, we do what's called information architecture, and that helps us kind of predetermine where an end user is going to want to go. So in this case, Obama has listed issues in alphabetical order, and he's got a really, really long list. To me, this makes me a little uneasy, because a list this long is really hard to know if I found, if I click on the right thing for what I'm looking for. McCain actually is pretty successful on his site, because he really has a very, very brief list of issues. He's actually organized them in the hierarchy that he feels is appropriate. So he is exposing what he thinks is the most important to his audience, where Barack Obama is not committing specifically to any one thing. He's offering an equal amount of information on a number of issues that Americans might have.
So even though alphabetical may be the way a lot of people assume information is ordered, in McCain's case, this is a better design.
Well, I think McCain is actually committing to these are the things I think are important in the order I think they're important in. And Obama here just lists every issue that's out there. And to a certain degree, when I get to the next link on all these, I am finding out more information, which is great. But McCain is really focusing his audience on very, very specific issues.
Does any of this mean anything?
It does, actually. When there's a large percentage of people in America that spend a lot of time on the computer. They're spending more time on the computer than they are watching television. A lot of elections have been won because of television appearances. How people are appearing on the internet is becoming more and more important. As we're seeing, younger people are dominating the internet. and Obama has got a groundswell of support from people of a younger age. If he can use the internet to build that support as he has used to raise money, et cetera, he will win. McCain has very little success on the internet, and I think it's going to challenge him. I think it does. It matters in a big way. I think, not this election, but the next election, it's going to be even more important.